Hello, Trinity College London. My name is Sudhir Chabra and I'm from India. I took one of your tests, one of your ISC tests, uh, recently, and I'm not very happy with the experience. And I want to share it with you so that you can take some appropriate measures to satisfy me and also um, to something that is appropriate now. So I booked a test with the Chandigarh Center, and I can show you the test center number first. So this was my appointment slip, and this is the center, and it's helmed by Mr. Sahil Jain, and you can get the details here. So my experience was very bad because I hope you guys know it's not possible to take an exam in loud conditions when there's a lot of noise going around, and especially such a high level exam. It's a C2 level exam, and you do not expect yourself to be surrounded by people, children, and other sources of noise. And I was, you know, I was affected by such factors, and that has led to a catastrophe. So first of all, let me tell you the venue of my exam, my first exam, my interview. That was this. Yeah. So my exam was at 1:50, but it started at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was sitting in a classroom, a very big classroom, and there were people in the corridor. There were some noises by the students also. I was not able to concentrate on what the you know exam was, and even though you could say that the examiner was not able to hear the noises and the other sources of distractions, but you can understand my problem, as in I was taking an exam. I was uh, you know affected by even the slightest of the distractions. There were people walking in the corridor, and when you're taking an exam you get distracted very easily. So I was uh, my I was not locked away, so the door was always open so anyone could enter. And so such things made me conscious. And there were some children in the ground also. They were on the ground also. They were singing, or I don't know what they were doing, but at times even that affected my concentration. And even from the very fundamental point of view, you have to take an exam in a very silent place, and that's been suggested by you guys also. It's one of your recommendations that the exam room is quiet and candidates will be undisturbed by outside noise. But that was not what happened to me, honestly. And that affected it. And I even told this thing to the examiner at the end, that I was not able to perform my best. You know, I was on tenterhooks throughout, and I was not able to concentrate, especially on the listening questions, because they speak the excerpts once, and I had to provide them with the answers. I'm talking about the examiner right now. So that has damaged me now. And what happened in the second exam was even worse. I was made to sit in a play school. I show you the venue first. So this time it was like, uh, I was sitting in a room, and in the adjacent rooms, or in one of the adjacent rooms, I don't know, children were singing nursery rhymes. Children were getting taught, and they were also walking in the corridor also. So I was taking the writing exam first of all, and you know how difficult your writing exam is. You have to read such long passages. You have to do a lot. You have to combine the data with the written material and all those things. And I was again, uh, you know, I was again uncomfortable. I was not able to focus properly on it. And I don't know what the result is going to be, but the result that sent me into a state of shock was my speaking result. As you know, you give the provisional results for that part of the exam. And when I got them, I was like, now what to do? I got A in only topic presentation, but afterward B. And if you see, my listening score is a D. Now I'm not able to digest it properly. Had it been, um, you know, a normal exam, I would have filled out the form again. I would have taken the exam somewhere else. But it happens only twice a year, the ISC 4 exam, and I cannot really uh, wait until maybe the next session happens. And will I really want to take that? I'm not sure about that also. And if you see, I do not take exams for any uh, academic conditions, or maybe under any academic conditions, or maybe stipulations. I just take them for my skill enhancement. So that means I'm emotionally attached to this process, and that's been the case with me for long. And I've passed so many English exams and C2 level exams specifically, and I will not talk without evidence. I got 214 on 230 in the certificate of proficiency, the Cambridge exam. Even my IELTS score is an 8.5, and you can focus specifically on speaking maybe here also. 213 on 230. And they also were passed in the first go itself. So it was not something that I passed them in the second attempt or in the third attempt or so. It was like one day, one time, and one go. And these exams were held under such secure conditions that I was able to, perform properly. It's not only about what you know; it also is about how you are dealt with, how you are given the right conditions over there, and how you are able to take the exams with your full gusto. But I don't know, it was taken so lightly by your local area representative that he was like, I conduct music exams over here, I do everything else. I have not seen people taking music exams over there. And what do I have to do with them? I am concerned with my case. I need a proper place. And that's one of your regulations also. I'm not asking for something extra. I've passed language cert. And here also, if you can see speaking, it was another C2 level exam. I got 46 on 50. The Pearson English International Certificate, again speaking C2, and otherwise also I got uh, pass with distinction. So there's a hell lot of, I would say, evidence in my support, and you can see I've passed so many of them. So it's not really about when I can take the exam again, or if I should take another exam to fulfill the conditions that I am supposed to meet. It's about my emotional attachment. It's about my motive behind taking such exams. I take them for my students. I want to be the best teacher in the world. I want to be the best English teacher. I want to be the teacher who can pass any exam, so he has the best English skills in the world, or maybe in my own region. I cannot compare myself with the natives, of course. So that has killed me from that, I would say, point of view. And I even emailed you guys when I was presented with the provisional results, but at that time I had had a stress attack kind of thing, and I was not able to function properly. I've been unwell for some days now, and I'm not able to sleep properly even now. And so maybe in that email I was not able to write everything properly, or maybe there could be some grammatical errors or something. I don't know. There could be none, or there could be a few, because I was writing the email in a state of shock. I was not able to digest the fact that I failed a listening test when I have been passing, such tests with the flying colors. So I request you to retake my exam, but I will not take that exam with the same person, of course, because he was very nonchalant about what the procedures were. And I could take it from my home. I could lock myself away, and you can have an online proctor system or something, or it's up to you. And since it harms me emotionally, since it is not something that I can come to terms with without any proper resolution, if nothing is done by you guys, I'll have to sue the local representative. Of course, I'll do whatever I can, because it is it is not something that is regarding what the candidate has done in a wrong way. It is about the uh, breaking off the promises. Like, you should not be taking any exam in such awful conditions. And I still am at a loss for words. I am not able to express my emotions properly. My mental faculties have, they are my mental faculties have had a perhaps dent that is gonna take long to uh, go away or maybe vanish. So I request you to do something ASAP, because I'll not be happy, or I'll not be able to function well unless I've passed this exam also with distinction, of course. And I'm not saying you give me a result by default. I want to earn it. I want to take the exam again. I don't want to have a result that is maybe a kind of arms or whatever. I don't want that. I'm not asking for a result. I'm asking for a retake, or otherwise I don't know what I will do. I will have to. I'm. You can see from my face I'm not able to uh, speak also properly, because it hurts me. It is hurting me right now also. And you can ask. How will you ask? Sorry. You can, uh, you know, go to my website, and every certificate has been published in its original form, in its authentic form. You can verify all of them. So if you still think that it's my fault, then I don't know what to say. But if you see that I am right in my uh, situation, then please help me. Please do something. I'm not able to uh, I don't know, come to terms with the circumstances. So I request you to talk to Mr. Sahil Jain ASAP, and provide me with something that is conducive to my academic and mental health. And I'll be thankful to you in that case.